from there.
Okay.
God, this is my fancy.
Do you want to switch sides?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Okay.
Oh, it's because you don't have bad sound.
Oh, I do.
All right, ready? Okay.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we're rolling. I forgot that little bit of that part. So it looks like I kind of thought about things. Okay.
Okay.
I'm here for this, but hey guys. So this is Lisa. Some might know me as Kenya Bella, coming back to you on this platform that was formerly Flex in the City, a lifestyle and fitness podcast that I started a while back and then fell off the wagon and started again and fell off the wagon again. And
You
now,
like falling off the wagon?
yeah, it's nice. It's a great sensation. I'm getting really good at it, apparently, better than staying on it. So I'm really happy to say that now we've settled on a format, and my really good friend, who I will introduce in a moment to you, and I will be launching this on the same platform, but different content, different name, and just coming at you each and every week or so with different kind of concept, and hopefully that you guys will like it, and we can see where it goes from there. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce my very good friend. I'm gonna have you say your name because I've been butchering her name for.
You've known me for.
Listen, but I can't
how long
say
have we
it
known
right.
each other? Am I gonna spend the next 10 minutes teaching you how to say my name?
We're not gonna
And
do
don't
that.
call me Dee Dee. You almost called me Dee Dee. Dee Dee was my nickname in
So,
university.
We met in college in the States. Currently, somehow, by some weird twist of fate, we ended up residing in this city known as Munich in Germany. And we are so happy to finally be able to record. We're sitting outdoors. Believe it or not, the sun is shining. We can see blue sky. I don't know how long this setup is going to last because the weather has been unforgiving. But as long as it lasts, we'll be coming to you from outdoors. But here we are, both in Munich. She's been here longer than I have, so she also has put a little bit more effort into learning the language.
I've
I
tried.
have put zero effort into it. And we also have a lot of other things in common besides having gone to college together, which we'll get into shortly. But I will allow her to introduce herself first.
So my name is Rada, but Lisa knows me as Gara, or you even know me as Dee Dee. We've known each other for 20 plus years. We don't really want to
Since
give you the
2020. No, because they need to know, because
they
we
need
still
to
look
know
good.
how old we are. We still look good.
2022.
2002. We would have met.
Damn. I can't even say
now
that.
2024. So we'll let you guys do the math.
Do the math because I can't. I can't do it.
The phone is in use right now, so we can't.
We're recording on the phone. I don't have a calculator, and yeah. Anyway, long time.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm a mom of 3. I am also now currently or recently a certified holistic health coach. Been living in Munich for 5 years, just kind of trying to.
5 years.
In July it'll be 5 years.
Holy crap.
Yeah, I mean, of course, COVID took away 2 years of that. Like, I can't even count those full 5 years.
You were living here, you can count it.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, just excited to be on this with you and kind of like starting this next chapter together. I know we're both moms of boys, boy moms. Mm-hmm. So we have a lot that we can relate on that too.
We actually have one of our sons each. That
you
are
sound
close.
Like sister wives now. One of us.
So I know that was weird wording. I don't know what that is. I haven't worked in a while. I've forgotten how to think. Each of us have a son that's about the same age. So your middle son, is about the age of my eldest, and then I have an infant son as well. So I have 2. She is badass. She's got 3. And I don't know how she does it. I'm hopefully going to learn a little bit about how she does along with you guys because I can't.
I don't have it figured out. I'm just kind of winging it.
Yeah, but look at how she looks. Does she look like a mother of 3 boys? Because some of you that know me that have seen my content on my page and how I look usually when I'm taking care of these kids, I can't bring it together like this. So she's doing a good job. So part of me also having her.
You need to be kinder to yourself. Really.
Like
she's a little too harsh on herself. You gotta stop caring so much what social media has to say. Although we're putting this out there for you guys.
We care a little bit.
We care.
Feedback is good.
Feedback is good, but
we'll edit that out. And my old neighbor lady is looking down at us. Hi.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so continue on.
Is she gonna call the cops on us?
Why? We're allowed to do this.
I don't know.
It's not illegal. Private property.
Okay. As long as it's not after 10. After 10, you're supposed to be like indoors and lights out and like no sound, no.
In this city, that's another segment for another episode for another day, because you can't make noise from like 8 a.m. to like 10 a.m. and then between 12 and 1, and it's
they're very particular. They're very they have a certain, they know what they want.
I'm looking for the word, but I'm not going to say the word that I've found. Yeah, they're different. Things run a little different around here. Anyway, back to how we met. So 2022 in uni in the US at UConn Huskies. and yeah.
I don't even remember our cheer. Did Huskies have a cheer?
Yeah, we had heaps. I just never went to.
I never went. I think I went to one football game the entire time I was there and one basketball game.
We know a lot of the athletes, though. We lived near the track.
Them.
That's why.
And we were friends with them.
Field,
yeah.
Yeah, that's all it is.
You know.
Mm-hmm. It was good times.
They liked us. We liked them. It was
good times.
One big happy family. But I actually don't remember the moment that we met. Do you?
I don't either. I think we met through mutual friends. So did you know? So I knew Mary from before you, and Mary, you knew Mary
through
separately.
My roommate.
Through your roommate at the time.
Yeah.
And then we, I think, all were hanging out once, and then we got introduced, or maybe at the caf or something, and we all had dinner.
Yeah.
And then we just all kind of became a group that hung out, and it was really nice. And she was the nice one. We were always throwing shade, being mean. Like, that is my clearest memory, is she was always the nice one, and she was like,
come on,
like, you know,
such a nerd.
They can't like help it. And yeah, so we had a lot of good times, and she kept us in check, which is good. So yeah, it was fun times.
It's good that I had some, like, I added something to your life.
You did, and continue to, of course. So so that's a little bit about how we met. We had a lot of adventures and shenanigans and stuff that we actually, as we were preparing for the podcast, we started reminiscing about. The other day, I texted her about something that literally just came into my mind when I was reading something about South Carolina, and I was like, I've been there. Mm-hmm. I've been to Charleston, and is it Charleston? Yeah.
Charleston?
Yeah. And I was like, why have I been there? And I remembered one spring break we had
It was your idea.
It wasn't.
It was your idea.
Was it?
Because
we were just like, we just want to get out of New England because it was freezing, even in the spring. And we're like, where can we go where it's warm? That's not like California, because we don't want to go all the way like across.
And Florida was too far.
Florida was too far as well.
And we were college students
but we still wanted to like do something cute. So we were like, you know what? We're going to go to South Carolina, because I had a friend from high school that lived there, and he was like, yeah, you guys can come over and stay. And we were like, cool, like, we won't have to worry about accommodation, just how to get there. Mm-hmm. Obviously, broke college students, we were not going to afford a flight. So we were like, the Greyhound goes to South Carolina. No problem. Easy peasy.
Greyhound is a bus. If no one is familiar with the Greyhound, it's a bus.
Yeah, it's a bus, like, company, and they do like cross-country buses. So like for Kenyan people watching, it's like Akamba. It's like that, but actually roadworthy vehicles. So it's going to get you to A to B. You don't have to worry about the vehicle. You more have to worry about the people that are on the vehicle, which we found out. So we actually got on it in New York, right?
Yeah.
And
from New York.
Yeah. So we started the trip in New York, and it was meant to be, was it 2 nights?
That we were supposed to be in South Carolina.
Did we travel overnight? It was just overnight, and we got there the next day, wasn't it? One night or 2 nights?
Like, I think we left super early in the morning, and we got there that night. Whatever it was,
we were on the bus overnight. I remember that. Yeah,
I blocked it out.
She's blocked it. She's blocked it. Oh, look at me crushing my plants over here.
Oh, no.
But yeah, no, I remember we were on it overnight because I remember holding all my belongings like this and sleeping
Lord,
like this for the whole time. At least after we crossed the Mason-Dixon line.
Oh my God.
Leaving New York, it was fine because, like, it was just, you know, a lot of, and, you know, no shade to people from the South, but, like, we left and it was kind of just the same type of people. And then as the trip progressed, more non-New England people got on and all of the New England people got off. And we stayed on. And also people from the South are really chatty. So they were like, oh, we're just going to talk to these 2 girls and ask them where they're going. And we're like, we don't want to talk to anybody, especially people who look really creepy. And every episode of Law and Order SVU was just like going through my mind. And I was like, we're not going to make it back. Compounded by the fact that also, as you look outside, we're passing like less buildings, less cities.
Like in the middle of nowhere. Like, we're going to get murdered. Like, no one would like find us.
We actually said Texas Chainsaw. It was looking like Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
I remember
we kept saying that. You'd see like one abandoned house in the middle of this field and then like a Waffle House and then nothing for like an hour. It was terrifying.
You remember Waffle House? Sorry.
Do I remember Waffle House? Hell yeah. I remember Waffle House, and I remember we stopped at, where did we stop to get food? And it's the first and the last time I've ever gone to that establishment.
I don't know.
Was it Denny's?
Denny's was
all right. Yeah, no, it was, anyway, it was whack. It was really bad. And I remember when I was in Florida thereafter, I was like, I can't even look at the sign of that place. I was traumatized. Anywho, we actually resorted to speaking in French and pretending that we were like French. Do you remember?
Oh my God!
But we didn't speak good enough.
We didn't speak enough. I mean,
to actually have a conversation.
School, but not enough to.
It was the worst conversation. But we basically were speaking in French. Cet homme là-bas est très creepy. Like it was like that. And we basically were like, if they hear us speaking French, it will completely, like, it will be an aversion. It'll make sure that they don't. That it will be deterrent for them to speak to us. And I guess it kind of worked a little bit, but for some people it just didn't. And a lot of it I blocked out as well. I don't even remember being in Charleston. I don't even remember much of it.
You can't forget, like, the house that we stayed in.
I don't even remember the house. I don't remember the bathroom, and I always remember bathrooms that are...
That's how bad it was.
I think my brain just said, I can't.
We walk in, I don't even remember if your friend welcomed us.
We can't say his name because...
No, we will not
I
say
think
names.
we're still friends on Facebook.
Your friend might have welcomed us and then left. Like he
had to go to work or something.
I can't remember the exact details.
Or left a key, maybe.
But as soon as you walk in, like, we already knew what we were in store for.
We were like, this is going to be bad.
There was bugs all over the kitchen counter. Dirty dishes. Like, you know, full on bachelor living his life, you know?
And he had a girl at the time. I don't
think she was coming over to the house.
Now, I think. Listen, this is TMI on someone else's life. But
and regardless,
salt of the earth person. Great person.
Bed sheets were nasty.
Was there a bed sheet? I remember sleeping on a couch. Did I? All right, so we're back with slight technical difficulties.
But we got it.
We got it. Also, we coming at you with a better angle, I think this is. And I'm sitting back a little bit so I don't look so massive next to that. So one of the things you guys might not know is she's actually really short, and anyone who knows me knows I'm freakishly tall.
Although I've been this tall since 5th grade, so I was one of the tallest kids.
Oh,
growing
do you
up.
Back what that felt like?
I do, and I got made fun of so much, and I
For
would
being
pray.
Tall.
Yeah, I would pray. I was like, just please make me small, make me short, make me small. And
God is real.
The
Lord's work.
Now I'm like one of the shortest people.
Funny story, actually, is it was the opposite for me. I was one of the last to grow, so I used to get made fun of for being the smallest, and I hated it. And my mom said the same thing. She's like, one day you're gonna be so tall, you're gonna hate it. And I was like, no, I'm not. And then, like, I went away for the summer, 1 year in 7th or 8th grade, and came back, and there you have it. So.
But you love your height, right?
I love it. Yeah. I love it. It's been.
I wouldn't mind an extra 2 inches, maybe. Like I'm 5'4".
That's what she said.
So, do we continue our story about?
We do. Okay, sorry guys. No. So where were we? We were talking about
there were bed sheets.
Whether or not there was a bed sheet.
I was in bed sheets because I feel like I left.
Sheets?
No, they weren't clean. I'm pretty sure there was like stains on there that should not be on there, and stains that I don't want to mention. What kind of stains they might have been? They definitely weren't washed before we got there. The bathroom had like all types of hair. And
the sink. I remember
everywhere.
The sink had like residue of God knows what in it.
Yeah, but we still managed to fall asleep. I don't know how we did that.
I think we were just tired.
I think we were just tired.
I think it was less than the trauma of the Greyhound bus.
Yeah.
So we were like, listen.
But
lesser evil.
The next morning, I remember I just opened my eyes and I remember seeing something along the doorway, just kind of like scurrying along. And it headed in the direction that you were in the room that you were in, because you weren't in a bedroom.
I was in the living room, I think, because I had refused to sleep in any bed.
She called dibs. She's like, I'm positive. I think you saw the bed sheets and you were like, you go. You're tired. You go for it.
Here. I also, because I was like, I need to be near the door if I need to escape from this place.
Just
for whatever
leave me
reason.
Behind. That was your plan.
Actually, became necessary on like the 2nd or 3rd day.
Yeah.
And we had like 8 days or something there.
Oh my God! It was
the whole spring break.
The whole spring break, and I remember seeing
we ended up leaving early though.
I remember seeing that little creature headed towards your direction. I said, Lisa.
I have nothing to contribute to this part of the story because I don't remember. My brain literally said, nah, we're not going to hold on to that memory. We're not.
That was just too much for you. But literally, as soon as you were asleep, and as soon as I said I saw something moving, I didn't know what it was.
Knowing myself, I didn't
even know, like, I couldn't even describe how big it was. I just know I saw something.
Oh, God.
And then you were like, I think you were like.
I think I remember jumping on top of the couch. I remember jumping onto the couch. I didn't look for it. I didn't need to know. I was looking for where my bag was because I think I had an open suitcase that was on the ground, and I was like, I just don't want whatever it is to get into my suitcase.
Yeah,
that's it.
And then I had to figure out how to get from my room because I didn't want it coming into the room, and I was in like a pitch black room, and I wanted to leave the room. So you and I were literally from different rooms trying to scheme a plan together of how I could. And you were like, God, just open the door. Because my door was closed.
Yeah, open the door, let it go in there, and then you'll just be in the living room.
Yes, that's what it was. And I think it then ran into the room and we trapped it in the room.
And now we were like, how are we going to pack up to get out of this place?
So bad.
Nah,
it was bad. Your friend was like, when we told him.
So he came back, I was like, I was pissed. I was like, listen, and he's going to be appalled to know that this is what's happening in his house. So I was like, I have news for you when you get back. He was like, all right, cool. He got back and I was like, listen, this is what happened this afternoon. And he was like, didn't he have a name for it even?
Yeah. And he was just like, you met
Leroy or whoever.
Like, just like, did you say hi to him? Kind of like so nonchalant.
Completely nonchalant. So you cohabitating with vermin.
It was a mouse, by the way, in case you're wondering. It was a mouse. It was a tiny mouse, but it was just
matter.
Enough
it doesn't matter.
I can't.
So he had been living with this creature, and like they were just cohabitating friends, and didn't even bother to tell us before inviting us down there to stay with him. So I'm proud to say it did not end my friendship with him.
That's good. That's love right there.
For this person. Will never ever visit him in a place where he lives.
No, okay, and you never told him, right? Like we left, but you never.
We totally made up something. We were like, oh my God, we have to get back. For we cut our trip short. Listen, I would have much rather been in freezing cold Connecticut. Yeah. In the middle of what was meant to be spring, than down there cohabitating with a mouse that obviously owned the apartment that I was intruding upon. So
I think we were there max 2 days. Yeah, it was I don't
crazy.
Even know
and we were spending all of our time outside because
we just didn't want to be inside. It was so that's how gross
disgusting.
it was.
It was disgusting.
Yeah.
So that trip was a bust. It was a bust. But you know what? It forged friendships through trauma because we have been through it. That was yeah. It was a big one. I don't think we ever even really talked about it after we got back.
Like we got back,
we were both just kind of like,
and that was it.
Anyway.
No. And then we still had to go through the whole bus ride all over again.
Same shit on the way back. The only good thing was, as we got closer to New England, it got more comforting as far as the people that were on the bus. Yeah. Because
we felt safer, I guess.
Man, I've never been so happy to set foot back in the middle of nowhere where we were in university and to see those rolling hills of the farmland.
Sounds like a little house on the prairie. Rolling hills.
Listen, yeah, that's what it was. That's what our school was like.
It was
animal sciences.
But it was a beautiful campus. Like, I will give it that. Yeah.
No, I look at it and I'm like, dang, I wish I actually went there now because now I would appreciate it. Yeah. But back then I was like, how come there's no club?
Oh, no, we had. Come on, there was
Huskies, which we weren't allowed to go to. Because we were under 21.
No.
Oh, no, there was...
We would get bracelets on our hands that would indicate that we were under 21.
Go inside to party,
we could go inside, dance. You just couldn't have any
But you just couldn't drink.
Yeah, which for us, we were just like, whatever.
We just wanted to dance. Honestly, back then, it was just about dancing. It was dancing. It was having a good time. It was... Listen, they did well even... Like, they knew they were in the middle of nowhere, so they're like, we have to make sure whatever we plan for these students is next level. Everything about basketball was always over the top. Was amazing. March Madness.
Yeah, you really got
midnight breakfast.
I feel like we got the university experience
fully
at UConn.
Spring weekend, the concerts that they used to.
50 Cent. Remember when he came? Remember? Go.
50 Cent. Listen. We slept out for 50 cent tickets. Some of you kids today don't know. We lived in a pre 50 Cent world. So we remember when Get Rich or Die Trying dropped, which was his first sort of debut album, aside from any of the underground stuff. But when that came out in the club, that bass line, unbelievable. It was like, how have I lived all my life without hearing this song?
I know.
We said, listen, tickets go on sale. What was it, like January for like a concert sometime in March? Freezing cold.
He was coming to our campus. That's how.
To our campus. They didn't play with those concerts. They didn't play. We had.
John
do you remember the one? John Legend. We had Kanye West who opened for Busta Rhymes. Do you remember?
Oh my God, I remember
that was the best. Kanye. Back when he used to wear his little Gucci backpacks. Yeah, late registration.
I went to a 50 Cent Busta Rhymes concert here, by the way. My friend took me here.
What was the crowd like?
In February. It was like people our age.
Mature.
A little mature.
Yeah.
But they and you would look out into the crowd and everyone knew
all the
words. Even Busta Rhymes came on, and I don't understand anything that man says. Yeah, but there were some people that were they knew exactly what he was saying, and just...
Okay, that's
good. I was surprised.
That's good. That's good. I was pleasantly surprised. Nervous about going to concerts here because I was like, it's not going to be the vibe. And Janet's coming in October. We got tickets. Michael and I are going. Oh. But she's 60. I don't know if it's going to be the same.
Together again.
It's the, what's it called? Velvet Rope. Yeah, it's the Velvet Rope tour. So that was a really good album as well. But I'm sure she's going to do some of her older.
Yeah.
Okay, that album is old for some of y'all, but older. Older. Anyway, we digress. We slept out for these 50 Cent concert,
I don't
for these
remember.
tickets.
I don't remember this.
Oh, I remember it.
This is like
vividly. Oh, well, that's good because
I
you
have
see,
no
between
clue.
the two of us, we'll
You
remember
mentioned
everything.
this, and I think that you've made it up. I don't think I was there.
You were definitely there, and the reason I know you were definitely there is because there's a certain gentleman who made it his mission in life to also be there in our tent because of you. We had a very, again, broke college students, and listen, we're not campers. We don't camp, okay?
I'll do glamping.
Oh, glamping, yeah, but
Give me,
glamping is like a structure. We don't own tents. We're not those kind of people. So we had to borrow tents. And our whole group of friends, nobody had a tent. So we borrowed a tent. Someone got one. I think it was Dom. He got someone to get us a tent. It was a 4-person tent. It was about 6 of us. So we said it's fine because it's cold. There was literally snow on the ground. And we were like, it's going to make it warmer in the tent. So it's fine.
Where did we camp out?
Right in front of, so remember when you came down the stairs, right next to Gamble Pavilion, remember how they had that little hallway that you could walk through to get to the stairs and then go up past the football field up to Hilltop? If you were coming from where the student union was.
Okay.
If you cross the street from the student union, Gamble Pavilion is in front.
Where the gym was. And like the basketball court.
Yeah, Gamble was yeah, that's Gamble.
Yeah.
Where we graduated. Like
I was
I remember all of it. This is what I tell my man. I'm like, don't play with me.
No, she remembers everything.
Receipts,
so
always.
Thank you for being in my life.
Unless it has to do with a mouse, apparently.
No, see, you forgot the mouse. I didn't forget the mouse. So we balance.
I blocked the mouse.
We balance each other.
The mouse. But yes, yeah, we do balance. It's good. Anyway, it was right out there in front, outside of Gamble Pavilion, because the ticket office was there. So the line started at the ticket office. Obviously, the doors were locked because we started lining up at like 9 p.m. the night before.
Right.
We were probably like
we were pretty close to
number 6. We were right at the front.
Right at the front.
The line went all the way up the block and around. We got there early. People took it seriously. People brought like their PlayStations down there, TVs, couches. Like people were like playing with football. Like it was vibes. And then like speakers, music playing, like it was amazing. So everyone had their tents open at night because people were walking in and out of tents, even though it was freezing, but it was a good time. So our tent started out with 6 people, and it was going to work because we were going to do it in shifts. So when 2 of us had class, the other 4 would be in the tent.
Oh,
and then remember,
because
your roommate and Mary had class in the day, so we went, because I finished classes early and I went in there, and then in the evening I think we were all going to be in there together. So
why do I feel like I said I'll go sleep in my room and come back? Did that not happen? I can't picture myself
Somebody
sleeping.
did that. It wasn't you though.
I feel like that might have been me.
Nah.
No?
It was your roommate.
That wouldn't surprise me that
she was like, I'm gonna go get my stuff and come back.
And she never came back?
Because she had late class because she was like pre-med or something.
Yeah.
And she didn't come back.
That's probably why I think wishful thinking that I was the one that.
And she came and brought her cover, like her comforter, but left it and went back.
She's like, I don't care, guys.
She was like, I'm not part of this situation. Listen, by the end of the night, long story short, it ended up being like at least 12 people in that tent.
Who though? Like who came?
First of all, we were playing card games.
Our friends from the.
There's a certain gentleman who was like, "Oh, I didn't know you were in this tent, girl." To this one.
Okay.
So he comes in and he's like, "Oh, can I play games with you guys? Can we like, yeah?" We were like, "Yeah, sure, come on in, whatever." 2 hours later, he was still in there, and then he got a call, and a friend of his also came in.
Oh my God.
And then a friend of his or his brother or something also came in. And
we were like,
I think we were saying you can't come in here unless you're bringing food or snacks or something. And they brought his friend who was coming, like he got him to bring chips, like a bag of potato chips.
That was all we needed. Like that's how cheap we were. Just like bring us some chips and you can come in.
Culinary currency. It worked. It still works.
Ramen
sometimes.
noodles.
It's just that the type of food has changed.
Oh,
but they came in there at one point. Basically, we were so scared of being cold. We had all these like huge, thick comforters, all our winter coats, sweltering, sweating. We were sweating in there. 12 people in a 4-person tent. By the time the morning came, I've never been happier to see the sun rising.
Oh my God.
We got our tickets, and I was like, this concert better be so badass, because what we have just gone through for it.
Seriously.
Man, but the memory of it.
I really wish I have like little snapshots of it now that you talk about it, but I wish
You slept because you stayed in there. I remember it because you were pinned between.
I was probably the smallest one.
Yeah, so you were like, and cozy. Yeah, you were just like in a corner somewhere. And I remember it was just sweltering hot, and you couldn't move because there were too many people. Is that my doorbell?
I don't know. You have a very pretty doorbell sound, by the way.
That's not it. No,
it's very
no
like,
one's at the elevator.
It's like, welcome.
Oh, is it?
Come
oh
on
it is. That's DHL.
Oh.
We got to pause for a second. All right. Sorry, I thought that was the delivery guy. Life happens. It has to go on. Anyway, yeah, no, it ended up being a really, really good concert. It was amazing. And in hindsight, it was worthwhile. I think we never slept out before that, and certainly never did it again after that.
No.
But so glad we did it. It was a really fun night.
So we never camped out for any of the other...
Oh, hell no. We used to make fun of people who used to camp out, especially for like basketball tickets and stuff.
No,
we went to the number one basketball school in the U.S. That year it was both men's and women's. And so, yeah.
Diana Taurasi.
I think she's like retired now.
I don't know. I've seen her in a couple of movies. Like she was in Space Jam.
No.
Yeah.
Ma'am.
Yes. I don't know which one though. I don't think it was it was like obviously not the original one because we were
obviously because that's Michael Jordan and
it was the one with yeah. It was the recent one, I think.
The new one. I haven't even seen the new one. It's with LeBron James.
LeBron James.
Haven't seen it.
And she had a little debut. I was like, oh, I went to school with her. Not that she's not like she knows me, but I was just like,
I know.
I went to school with this person.
I mean, we knew her. We knew more the guys, I think.
Yeah, I think we
football
were
guys mainly because they lived up in the area of campus that we lived on, which was next to the football field.
Yeah, I don't think we had the basketball guys near us, or all the athletes, or maybe all the athletes were in that area.
No, a few of them. Some of them. Oh no, most of them were in South, I think.
Okay.
But yeah, a lot of the football guys and track was up in Hilltop as well.
I remember that.
Yeah, we had a lot of track guys. Do you remember Emeka Okafor?
No.
Really? Because I'm sure he would remember you. You don't remember that time you had? It was spring weekend, and we were walking to like Carrot House or Celeron, and it's the weekend we'd gone to Mary's house, and we all got cornrows done. You had cornrows,
I had cornrows,
and everyone was like, "Oh, Alicia Keys."
I love that, and I had the big hoops.
He basically like followed you all the way back from Carrot House to the dorms, and he was like, "No, like, what's your name?" And you were like, "No, I'm just like out with my friends.
Just leave me alone."
Yeah, I'm just like, I just remembered that.
Oh my God!
Oh my Lord!
I liked those braids.
They looked really cute on you, actually.
I like them. Yeah. I wish I don't have any pictures from uni days, by the way.
I don't think I do either.
I mean, we didn't have cell phones, obviously.
We did,
but not
picture phones. Not really.
Like they weren't taking
they weren't for quality. Yeah, we had digital cameras.
And
no one was carrying those around. Actually, that's for good reason. In some cases.
Yeah.
Those AACC parties. Oh man, cops always had to break them up.
Oh man. Anyway.
Good times. Anyway. So as you can see, we go way back, and actually this is good because it's given us an excuse to reminisce about stuff I haven't thought about in a long time.
Yeah, thank you for that. Like
long time. And I know after even this is done, I'm going to remember stuff. I'm going to be texting you.
We have to start writing them down.
We have to start writing it down.
Literally, when you messaged me the other day about South Carolina, like
it came to me. I was like, I have to text her because I'm going to forget.
It's like I need my own memoirs or something like that to start writing my own experience because clearly I don't remember.
It was an episode.
I don't remember anything.
Uni was an
Yeah.
episode. College was good times. It was really good times.
But we promise that we won't spend every episode talking about our
We
college
won't.
days.
We won't. It's actually meant to be. I think this is my long interruption of you introducing yourself. We just like went down a completely different road.
I love it, but it's okay.
But yeah, it's also introducing you guys to the rapport that we have and a little bit about our friendship and how we got to still be friends after, you know, like 2 decades basically of knowing each other, but really not even seeing each other for a large part of that period of time, and just being able to just click back in, which has been amazing. Knowing each other during that part of our lives, and then
seeing our and experiencing this stage
exactly
of our lives together.
Ending up in this foreign city that's foreign to both of us, and as moms of sons, and just kind of navigating that and a lot of what that comes with is really, really amazing. So that's a little bit of our background and the foundation of this friendship, and hopefully the direction that this podcast goes in will be one that allows you guys to also become part of what it is,
our worlds, and just to be able to relate to us, because I feel like a lot of the stuff that we are going through or that we'll talk about is stuff that lots of people are going through, but sometimes end up feeling super lonely and not
maybe able to even articulate. You're not even sure what you're going through. I certainly know that just still coming out of this postpartum period of my life, there's still things that I'm like, wow, this is so different from my first pregnancy, which was like over 10 years ago. And there's things that I'm like, I'm feeling this for the first time. So having someone who in some cases has gone through that, or I can at least speak with, that's not going to be judgmental about it, helps a lot.
Safe space here.
That's it.
Safe space.
So we realize that there's so much that there is to discuss and talk about that you guys might also want to be a part of. And it doesn't have to be women who have kids. It can be men. It can be women who don't want kids as well. Some of the things we might say might re-solidify that.
Exactly. A little.
But
birth control.
But yeah, no, it's pretty amazing. And I know that I think I started out with a fitness based podcast, which is still a huge part of my life, and that's still going to be a part of also what we talk about, because both of us are really about health and a holistic way of living healthily, not just for aesthetics or for what's happening physiologically, but also what's happening here spiritually, and
it's all about mindset, baby.
Absolutely. And so that's going to be quite a bit of what we delve into as well. So look out for that. When is our next episode?
I would say in a week.
In a week. We organize ourselves, and there's still sunshine.
We'll
be coming to you from the same balcony, if not
rain or shine.
Not after I just straightened all this hair. There's no rain or shine. Shine or shine. We'll be out here. If it rains, we'll be somewhere else. But we will definitely record and come back to you guys in a week's time. And look out for it. So till then, we'll work on a sign off. We don't have one yet.
No, we need something cool.
We'll have one put together for you by the next one.
Or you guys have suggestions for us. Who knows?
Also this. We're getting too old for this shit.
Like, we're too old. Just you guys give us
whatever.
You tell us what to do.
Yeah. Because I'm gonna be like, ugh, and they're gonna be like, how old are they really?
But we are
but we're not.
We are the generation of what's the face? This one.
The duck face.
Duck face. That was us that started it. It's now still in, but I notice
did
now.
We start that?
I believe we did, but it's now. I still see it today, but it's women our age that are still doing it. It's not. I don't think the younger ones are doing that.
Oh no.
Maybe that's what we do.
No.
Okay.
But it's also really scary that because when people say because I'm 42, I'm just gonna put it out there, and when I think of a 42-year-old woman, I still, because of how we were brought up, I still think of a really older looking woman.
Like Golden Girls.
Like Blanche Devereaux is 42 in my mind. And so I'm just like, that's not me. I'm just 42 on paper. But I always wonder, I'm like, when you go to the club and you see that old woman who's wearing an outfit that's a little bit too young for her, or maybe she's acting a little bit too young, and you're like,
but that's me.
But that's my fear.
I'm 41. I don't feel
is the
41.
thing. And that lady
Up
probably
here, at
doesn't
least.
either.
Yeah.
And she looks a hot mess. And
Yeah.
I'm like, is that me?
It's okay. I think we need to be able to like embrace that and feel comfortable doing that. Like forget whoever might be staring at us and judging us. It's our body, it's our uniqueness, it's our...
To be fair, yeah, we would never be that tragic. Also, just saying.
That's true. We do have a bit of taste and a bit of class.
Yeah, yeah.
God. This is like...
I mean, I hope.
This is the longest sign-off, by the way.
We are signing off now. All right, bye.
Signing off.
We'll continue this conversation, but bye.
Bye.